I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague, we all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be, living in a time where disease is on every screen, I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering, negativity is a plague for the mentally weak, no mercy, all I got is working, never stop searching, never quench the thirsty, I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic, you can't stop it, it's been chronic, since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic, go! To last with the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I'm achieving, got my foot on gas, never stop competing, if you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em, make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em, if you take off the cast, you can see all the healing, if the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas, no, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it, I just wanna be iconic, sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it, you know that I'm always honest, stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything, it's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease, but I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy, I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity, come on, we can fight this, freedom is priceless, spread just like a virus, living in a crisis, do you feel courageous, do you seek greatness, trust me you can take it, go on and take your aim, yeah. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I'm achieving, got my foot on gas, never stop competing, if you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em, make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em, if you take off the gas, you can see all the healing, if the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas, no, never stop competing, yeah.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, yeah.
Turn on your mind now, tune into the feed. We're planting digital flowers from a single tiny seed. Yeah, power to the collective, in the data and the soul. The hive mind's getting louder, finding voice and control.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train.
What is going on, Hive? How is everybody doing today on this Friday Eve? I just got to get something pulled up on my phone quick so that I can see the comments. And
I don't know. You gotta be
I
in the
can hear
back.
Sammy. Whoops. Sorry. Sammy's backstage, everybody, and I'm very excited to catch up with her. But I'm going to do a couple of intros quick, and then I'm going to bring her up. But nonetheless, I'm very excited for tonight's stream. I have the theme set to the Joker, and I thought this was very fitting because you know what's funny? Everyone loves the Joker when he's dancing on the stairs, but then they lose their minds when he starts telling the truth. And if that's not the exact same with this case, there is a complete separation of two realities right now. There are the people that are like us and they see the inconsistencies that are glaringly obvious in our face because we've looked into it. And then there's people that haven't looked into anything at all other than the headlines. They'll tune in and they think that you're talking gibberish and that you're crazy and that you're disrespectful and all the other things that you say. It's gotten to the point where if maybe if you're new here or if you're new to looking into alt theories, here's what I'll tell you. We're probably so far down the road that it would be hard to catch up. And it's not to say that you shouldn't catch up and that you should turn this off and not tune in. But there's very obvious things that are not going to be nearly as relevant to proving who did this than what we've been diving into the last couple of nights. I think that there's a reason why it's taken until this point to get to this real shit that's like, whoa, hang on. What is that? Because there was some stuff that's like, you can make an argument and blah, 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 but no. There's some stuff that now is undeniably, I would say, exonerating of Bryan, especially when it comes to suspect vehicle 1. So, nonetheless, and speaking of that, I got Something Wong, aka Dizzy, and they said, hey everyone, I'm new here, just found the channel and so glad I did. The BS on the other channels is amazing. No clear thinking. Well, welcome to the Hive, Something Wong. I'm gonna that might now be my new favorite username. Sorry, Chantilly Lace. That one, just kidding. All right, what's going on? Sue from South Africa, good to see you. Inside Your Bones, tuning in from the Hive Down Under. I agree, that is a great username. Let's see, who else we got? Dina's in here. Sammy T. ATL Drew, what's going on, man? Jay's tuning in from Copenhagen, Denmark, and as the ad that runs across my Hulu whenever I play or whenever I'm watching Hulu, it says Copenhagen. It's the best kept secret for tourism. What's up, SE? Kim's tuning in from Arkansas, Minnesota into Hizzle, Michigan in the house, go blue. Leslie's turning in from Pennsylvania, Susie from Florida. What's going on, Gene? Aurora Moon says, hey, Aurora, it's Aurora. What's up, Brooke? Good to see you. The UFO dog. I have a surprise for you tonight. Woman Power, what's going on? 1111 is in the Middy Witty. Ohio is where Carrie's tuning in from. Devil's Advocate. What's going on, brother man? Dina, thank you so much for the super sticker. It's always great to start the stream with one of those. I appreciate that. What's going on? Schwa 2018 tuning in from Minnesota. Phoenix, I sent you the link. Check your inbox. What's good? Beth Brill's tuning in from Buffalo. Right over there in Sammy's backyard. Gaia is in Rado, Pennsylvania. The UFO dog is still creeping in my basement. Cheerio, Cat Farm 42 tuning in from the UK. Stacy's tuning in from Savannah. Anne's tuning in from Texas. Frank, you had to flex on us a little bit. Ohio, the Natty Champs. Oh, yes. Thank you, ATL Drew. I love that. Oh, man. I saw Nova Scotia as well. Well, you guys know I love seeing how far and wide the Hive stretches. If you are new here, let me tell you a couple things about the Hive. This is a contrarian thinking, conspiracy, crowdsourced stream where the chat is known as the Hive Mind. It's very active. I have guests on. We go through Hive Mind finds. We go through theories. As you can see, I have a theme that's on the screen. Everything that I'm doing, my screen will be shared, and I'm reacting in live time with the chat, answering questions and putting questions on screen, or anybody that just has like a bombshell comment that'll get put up there as well. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up Sammy T. What's going on?
Hi, Hive. I'm so happy to see everybody. I
Good.
love the vast and wide Hive.
Yes, it's great. It's really something, and it's growing, and I'm honored to be able to talk to everybody every night, and I really enjoy it. And I know, Sammy, you do as well, and it's good to have you.
The Hive kept me sane, especially nights in the hospital where I wouldn't sleep and I would just listen to you guys. And I can't even begin to tell you how much it meant, the Hive prayers, and the day after, how she started walking without her walker. It was like amazing. Her surgeon's jaw dropped on the floor. It was like, no way is she walking without a walker already.
Yeah, and you had sent me the picture on the left, which is what obviously your daughter had to have surgery for, and then you look at the right, and I'm not asking this to be funny, and I can't remember if you had said this, but did she get taller? Does that happen when you do that?
So growth spurts do cause this, but she's also an acro and a gymnast, so she does she's constantly flipping and doing acro tricks, and she's like a rubber band bending. And so the surgeon said too that with growing, it can kind of make your spine grow in a way it's not supposed to, unfortunately, when you hit a growth spurt and you're doing all that stuff. But a lot of it's genetics too. I don't have scoliosis. I think I might have had mild scoliosis as a kid. On his side, we can't figure out if anybody had or hadn't. But spinal fusions, even though they're not new, they kind of weren't they didn't use them as much back then. You kind of would just get braced and you kind of just lived with it. So we're not sure if anybody did have severe scoliosis in either side of our family.
That's so interesting. So did she know prior to getting an x-ray?
So she had back pain, which is why they sent us to get what's it called? An x-ray done of her back. And then they sent us to a specialist, and we thought they were going to say, oh, yeah, she's probably going to need a brace or some sort of physical therapy. But then when they said it's over 64% curvature, we were like, wait, what? She's going to need this major surgery. I was like, I can't cry because I didn't want her to get scared. But I cried after, when I was alone, because I felt so scared.
I can't imagine. I am not trying to. I can't even imagine it. And I don't know if you were tuned in when I said that I took my cat to the vet because it was wheezing. And then I was chat GPTing and Googling, is this an emergency? And I typed in the wrong breed of cat. Okay.
Oh, boy.
I have a tortoise cat, not a calico cat. So
you have a tortie.
I have a tortie. Yeah. And so I'm looking up is what color gums should a calico's cat's gums be? And it's bright pink, whatever. I look at mine, just black and white spotted. I'm like, oh my God. So now I find out though, because I would look at the
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. A tortie cat will have multicolored gums.
Yeah. And now I know that. And so I pretty much took 2.5 hours on my day to let my cat go attack a vet. So that's probably nowhere near what obviously you went through. I know it's
I'm
not,
reading
but
how many people's daughters or granddaughters and themselves have had this spinal surgery. Yeah, that's so great. I don't know if she'll ever get back to doing the acro she did because, well, not at least for the first year, because you have to let it fuse. So she can't do any of that. But I don't know how that works, if she'll be able to do any of that again. I think a lot of people, anyways, when they get older, kind of age out of doing that anyways for their own bodies. I think it's a young person's game. I don't know if it's necessarily good on their bodies anyways to be doing all of that, but.
Well, and that's the thing that they say about weightlifting and training or wrestling or gymnasts. Isn't it kind of odd? Is there is there a point where there's too much physical activity where your body's not recovering and resting enough, even as a child? And you
Yeah.
look at like what you were just saying, like with acro, or I know like sometimes
mean,
wrestlers that cut weight at a young age. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's trends in certain
Look at what
sports that
Hulk
kids play.
Hogan was in. Like, he had like 25 surgeries in the last, I don't know how many years he said it, and that like wrestling just completely destroyed his body.
Yeah. Yeah. And as a dancer, exactly. You know, there's certain ones, weightlifting. Yeah. So, all right, Sammy, what do you say we get started? Phoenix says she's on her way home and she'll pop up. She's got the link.
Oh,
So,
okay. I was like wondering, where's Phoenix? I miss her.
yeah, she'll be here. So, I have been plugging my Substack that
Mhm.
Robin, the redneck who was on the Hive Mind Roundtable, inspired me to do. I posted my third article today. So that is free. The Discord is free. Go into my YouTube channel, click subscribe, press more, and you scroll down. You got all the links right there. Now, I was harping on this last night. I cannot believe that this account is still up. I'm just going to say, please, Birdie Bombshell 9, make sure that you look at the one with the 15 and the 31 and the 18, because it's gotten out of hand. I get that people, like, there was a couple other accounts that actually made it to over 10,000 followers that I know they were like probably, I think it's 10,000 on TikTok, where if you ran ads and monetized. So I'm like, wow, they're just reposting my same videos and they wouldn't take it down.
So many people do that with like psychics too. Like, they pretend to be the psychic and they'll ask for money for a free reading or something, or just tip, and then it ends up being just a fake person. I know, like, I see people on TikTok all the time doing this, saying like, this isn't my account. I would never ask for money or blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah. And I wouldn't either. I make the joke, like, somebody said, like, yeah, they're asking for nudes and they're flirting. And I'm like, I'll never do that. Like I said, happily married. But the other thing that I just want to say quick, I noticed one in the comments on YouTube as well. And it was like Birdie Bombshell 1. So yeah. And this too, this is very important, because one of the things that I don't want to get confused about the Hive is, while there are times to do a tinfoil hat theory and while we can hypothesize, there's certain things that those hypotheses, they're only valid to be called a tinfoil hat if like the factual basis is correct. And last night I misspoke about the Eller v. Idaho State Police. That I said that it went to the U.S. Supreme Court. It didn't. It went to the Idaho Supreme Court.
Oh, yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah. So the case involved a state level whistleblower claim where a crash reconstructionist, Brandon Eller, alleged retaliation under Idaho's Protection of Public Employees Act. However, because I was talking about the time delta of 1 hour, 7 minutes, 26 seconds, and I said the 726 is very consistent. Well, 726 is a federal whistleblower statute from Dodd-Frank, which that's tied to financial fraud, totally separate from Eller.
Yeah, that was, I think that was because of the, what was that, Enron scandal, or was it Enron, or was it the that Ponzi scheme the Birdie Madoff? I think it was Enron.
It's Enron. Yep, I just looked it up. And where I'm going with this, though, and the reason why I wanted to get the correction out is because I didn't want that to overshadow that the connection still matters, because Eller proves that law enforcement whistleblowers exist in Idaho and they will face retaliation, right? So when you see 726 repeatedly showing up in the Idaho 4 timeline as precise 7 minute, 26 second gaps between key events, I'm not claiming it's tied to that specific legal code. I'm saying it might be a breadcrumb or a pattern pointing to an internal audit trail or even a covert whistleblower that's still inside, especially considering the FBI's involvement. And so that's when I was saying, even within a tinfoil hat theory, I want to make sure I get the facts of the matter right when it comes to details like that. So I just wanted to make a quick correction.
It's good to correct. I do it all the time.
Yeah. And I know too that people just think we get on here and talk shit and docs and do all that. We don't. We use all publicly available stuff.
People are asking me about Alvia in the comments like crazy. I know we got called out by Alvia, and I made a post yesterday. I made a post sticking up for Seagirl, especially because she, I know she called all of us out, and she made a naughty list that we made. We're on it.
You and I are on it?
Yeah, and Phoenix and Seagirl and something. So and then she said, I know you're doing this to talk big shit and you're trying to be unassumptuous. And I was like, that's not a word. So I just don't want her because she looks a little manic and nuts. And I wish she would instead invest her time into watching our videos in what we have to say, compare them to the documents, do some actual reading of the investigation, and realize that your family was either complicit or fucked up and fucked over in this investigation. Because it can't, I'm going to choose to lean towards you just were fucked over, and maybe like that's giving the benefit of the doubt. But this investigation was poorly handled. It's in black and white. There's so many lies that are just piling and compiling up. And so I wish she would use her time instead of narrative driving to maybe really think about how bad this investigation was and unfair to whoever was lost.
Yeah, I really, I've heard about that, but I haven't went and looked. I know that I got an email that was saying like, oh yeah, she's doing that. My opinion on it, to give my 2 cents, is I don't know what to say. I think back and I don't believe that there's ever been anything that's been directly like name in the mouth, shame on them, blah, 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 personal. I think everything that I've done, although yes, it's a theory, and although yes, that it's, unfortunately talking about a murder,
I don't think
it's
it's
always been trying to find the truth.
right.
Honestly, I know my own intentions. And so if there's ever anything that I did say, and I offended
I
anybody, I didn't mean to.
I really think it's about the truth, and it's not about, you could substitute the name Bryan Kohberger for anybody, and the way this was handled, we would be saying the same things. It really isn't a personal, like we're taking up for Bryan Kohberger. Like, no, we're taking up for, like, something's wrong in this justice system. Something's awry in this town, in this state, in this situation, in these task forces. I don't know exactly what, but we must be hovering around something, because the more we get closer, the more I seem to be getting community guidelines stricken, which I'm probably about to lose another TikTok account, God forbid.
Yeah. Blue-eyed candy, thank you so much. We absolutely will. And if I don't, please remind me with this stream or throughout the stream. Yeah, I was gonna say, I've had lots of videos too where I'm like, nobody's saying that. Here's the thing that I'm confused about is like, I've never once said that if Bryan Kohberger did this murder, I want a murderer to walk free. And I've stood on that. All I've said is that I want the right person to be put in jail. Now, what's interesting is like, I'm not the only person. You're not the only person. There's thousands, tens of thousands, who knows how many people that it's like, this case is weird and it's on the world news. And there's a lot of unanswered questions. So I guess that's what I'll leave it at and move on to the Discord question of the day.
Yeah.
Cat's Mojo had said, what advice would you give to a first-time true crime sleuth wanting to start their own social media portal like YouTube or TikTok? What I did was I kind of just ended up putting a webcam in front of my face and talking to TikTok live like I would anybody else.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't have a lot of people, and I think I'm the wrong person to talk about this when it comes to building a brand on social media. Like, you might be better at brand building. I don't focus on that, and I don't have a specific formula. Like, a lot of people follow this. Like, you'll see, for example, like Jeffree Star, like, what's up, guys? We're going to try this today. And like, he has this like intro to everything. So everybody knows what they're getting, right? Or people will say, hi, bitches and besties, or something like that. They all have this way of doing things and these jump cuts and editing together in a certain way that gives you more, or they'll use a song that's like linked to the most published songs on TikTok to get them more views, because then that'll generate more views in the algorithm. I don't follow any of that. So I'm a bad person to ask this. I personally just say whatever I want, and I talk to people like I'm talking to anybody. This is how I would talk to anybody. I don't change. Is my
Yeah.
whole no gimmicks for me. That's just not me.
And I would say too, on the most simple, level of advice. Just be yourself. And that sounds so corny and so cliche, but don't try to like structure it. Don't try to be anybody that you're not. And the other thing is you don't need like some crazy setup. You could do it off your phone, obviously. Like I do it on the PC because I share my screen, but you can absolutely do it with your phone. You don't need any, wild
I
setup.
have like a ring light on my phone that I use when I make videos. So everybody's always like, "Why does she look so different when she's filming on on here?" And I'm like, "Because I don't have a giant like right in my face phone like that makes everything look amazing." So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
that's about it. But I like the lighting. I suggest getting that.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to the Hive Mind finds. If you guys remember the intro, I'd said to the UFO dog that I got a surprise for her. And this is funny. I got this on Discord. It says, I made a video for the Hive. So I click on it and I'm like, what is this? And then
What?
it actually kind of smacks. It's a good song that they made.
I like the animation.
The Hive is alive, I've got my tinfoil hat. They're watching every move I ever make. Static in the air, that's where they're at. The signal's strong, it's never gonna break. Can't trust a soul, they're listening in now. No escape from them, I don't know how. They know what you dream. The Hive is alive. I've got my tinfoil hat.
So
You want to know that reminds me of that song, This is the way I live. Remember that? You know that song?
Oh yeah.
It's the Baby Boy.
Baby Boy to Prince.
Yeah.
The way I live.
Stack
Yeah.
money, lay low and chill. Don't need to work hard because that's the way I feel. This is the way I live.
Yep.
Little boy still pushing big wheels. That reminds me of that vibe.
Yeah, I can see it. It totally has that melody and the rhythm to it. This one is awesome. And shout out to Angelia as well as, so that's Jennifer's daughter, right? Picture down here, and I'll read this. Hi, Birdie, coming at you from Albuquerque, New Mexico. My daughter, who's 10 years old, came in wearing her tinfoil hat that she made. She was telling her 22-year-old brother to run along, NPC. He asked, where did you learn that from? She told him, Birdie. Just thought I'd share the joy my little conspiracy theorist gives me. If you can, give a shout out to Angelia. Here's her pic of her field, and she sent a couple. You're free to share with the Hive, whichever you choose. Thanks, and stay handsome. Always, Jennifer. Well, shout out to you, Angelia. Keep that tinfoil hat on and wear it proud. Tell your brother to scram if he ever bothers you.
That's so funny. I love that she's so young and enjoys that. I was thinking like that's so young, and I was thinking, when I was that age, like, did I think about anything conspiratorially? I think I used to think a lot about deja vu because I've had it happen to me a lot when I was young, and I was like really interested in why do I feel like I've been here before? Like I did this before. And that used to like I'd want to go to the library and figure out what that is. And I remember looking up deja vu and stuff about that.
Yeah, no, I totally see it. I totally see it. And Moto Man's question that he just gave a super chat for, thank you for that, said, I believe that our questions are starting to be heard. It's funny how quick we got the newly released surveillance video after the time delta video came out. I thought that exact same thing. So I have
proved nothing, by the way.
Right. Well, I mean, it shows Molly.
Right, but I know, but that was part of it, though.
Right.
It's the fact that it's not his car.
Well, correct. And I'm going to actually start to piece together a couple of things. Now, if you saw this, I had posted it because I wanted to get it out there so that people could start digging throughout the day. Now, I continued to dig after I got the gist of it out. Just like that 726 code, I don't know. I know there might be something. I would lean on the Hive for help with this to dig further. But so I wrote this. Another 1 hour, 7 minute, and 26 delta found. The Vandal alert timeline may have just been exposed. This just keeps getting deeper. I believe that I may have just uncovered another insanely precise timestamp delta tied to the now infamous 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 26 seconds discrepancy in the Idaho 4 case. Sherlock Holmes and Pav have already been blowing the lid off how this exact time offset shows up over and over again. You have it between the DoorDash and Ford Fusion arrival and the Banfield body cam. between the dumpster cam pass and body cam vehicle match, between BK's cell phone shutoff changes, in the exact amount of time missing from surveillance footage, and even in the runners seen at 3:12 a.m., which is actually 4:19 a.m. once you add the delta. But now, and this is what I found earlier, which I'll finish this point in a second. But now we may have found a new delta, and this one connects to the public alert system itself. The official 911 call time was 11:55. Okay, that's when the 11:55:42. That's when the 911 was officially logged. Now,
That's when it was officially logged. I thought it was
Yes.
11:58.
no, 11:55. I listened to the
Okay.
audio. And now apply the same 1 hour, 7 minute, 26 delta, and boom. That takes you to 1:03:08 p.m. Less than a minute later is when the vandal alert went out. So I don't know if that means the 911 call and all the timelines, according to certain things, have been moved back that delta. But here's what I started. This is where I said, hang on, I got to play this.
They wouldn't wait an entire hour.
Well, what I'm trying to do, Sammy, is like compare it to like the deltas on the body cam footage, right? And I'm
Right.
going to explain where I'm going with this.
Okay.
And I just have to play this quick as a disclaimer.
Please retrieve your nearest tinfoil hat. Place hat firmly on your head. Prepare yourself.
And this is where I said tinfoil hat engaged. So Tisdale, his overtime shift, he said ended at 3:52. But when you apply the 1 hour, 7 minute, 26 delta, that's 5 a.m. Because if it ended at 3:52, it'd be like 6 hours and some change. And that's
What's her face said, don't forget the servers went down at 6. If you go scroll up, one of our commenters, the servers went down. Remember they called the FBI?
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got to focus talking through this. So I'll look at that. I was going to say that if his overtime shift ended at 3:52, according to his report,
Yep.
you add the delta, it's a perfect 5 a.m. That would make it an 8-hour shift. But if it's at 3:52, it was like 6 hours and some change. So then there was a YouTube comment, and I had commented on it, and I said, I'm going to bring this up because he said, how weird is it that it's like 8 hours from when he got off to the 911 call originally, right? So that's at the 3:52. But I'm like, okay, that is weird. But so that's how I ended up looking at this. And now I started to wonder though, well, if he got off at 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and there's another 8 hours, that would take you to 1 p.m. Is that right when he started his next shift? So he's back on the clock right as the vandal alert is getting sent out to head back to the scene for plausible deniability.
Oh my god.
Is that a little bit weird?
That is a little bit weird. The first report too, like I remember the officers that like Gunderson's report and I believe Blaker's, if I'm not mistaken, one of them was written at 11:56. Like that's the time that they put on it, 11:56, which is like 30 seconds after the 911 phone call, which I thought, how is that happening? Right? I mean, but then we heard the radios in the background, but you're right.
Yes. And to everybody that's in the comments saying, look at Casey's comments, I see them, but what I'm confused about is what I understand you have information on it. My email is birdiebombshell00@gmail.com. And if you would like to send me that or whatever it is that you'd want, or join our Discord, the chat goes quick, and to read comments, talk with Sammy, and get the screen all handled, sometimes I miss some stuff. So I apologize. And thank you, Kate, for the super sticker. Now, Sammy, to your point, and XO Pink Stinger XO. Sherlock just said, OMG, Sammy T, you're my Harry Potter Patronus. So happy you're here.
Patronus.
Patronus.
I'm
I
a
wasn't big in Harry Potter.
Oh my god, I was obsessed. I used to wait out in Barnes and Noble for the books to get released because they came out the first one when I was in 8th grade and then in high school, and I would just not be able to put them down. I loved them so much. I was such a Potterhead.
And so going back to this, I'm curious because it really doesn't matter if you add the delta or not to his shift, but it would make sense because I don't think you would do an overtime shift as a police officer and not get 8 hours, right? Like, I don't
It
think
seems
that
a little
cops work
weird.
anything. They don't
Yeah,
work anything less than 8, I don't
it's
think.
8 or 10, I believe.
Is there anybody that they're a police officer in the Hive that could answer that? Is overtime shifts shorter than a normal 8-hour or 10-hour or 12-hour shift? Because if it's not, then it would have to be 5 a.m.
Right.
And he gets right back on shift after, if the call was at 11, he still gets on a couple hours after, right as the vandal alert goes out, back on scene. I don't know. This is obviously a tinfoil hat. I have no idea. But the math might math, depending on which way you move that delta. Because I don't think it's a coincidence that from the 911 call time, you move it up and it's less than a minute from the vandal alert. That
Right.
seems very odd.
It does. The timing on all this is, and again, I feel like the Franks hearing would have cleared up a lot of this, but we can't go back.
Right. So now we have once this loads, we have the new security cam footage. Now, here's what's interesting. I ended up having to put the YouTube video on here because I screen recorded this and I wanted to be able to just embed it into Canva.
Mm-hmm.
I am not joking, you guys. When I show you this, I think this is worth mentioning something because I don't know what it necessarily means. I just thought this was so weird, and now hopefully I can find it, and I can't. Damn it. Okay.
What?
When I exported that video,
Uh-huh.
when I exported the video, it was a gigabyte. Do you know how odd that is for a 10-minute video to be a gigabyte?
So what else was on there?
I have no idea. And all I did was screen record this. That's all I did. I screen recorded it off of the Idaho Statesman website because I wanted to be able to zoom in. And it was a gigabyte. Usually it's like, what, 150?
A gigabyte.
It was a gig. It was an entire gigabyte. I'm not even bullshitting you.
What?
Yes. So here.
So what else is loaded on there that
I don't know. But here, let me see if I can find it because I emailed it to myself. Am I in sent? Okay. Here, let's see if this is it. Okay. Let's see if you guys will be able to see it. So if I download it.
the backdoor Anne was talking about?
It's not even letting me download it. It's scan it. If I click learn more, I'm trying to figure out how I can show you guys that it's a gig because I was.
Somebody said there's something. There has.
Oh,
to be
look it!
something
Look
other
it!
than
Look
that.
it! Look it! Look it! Look it! There it
Yeah.
is. Boom! Oh shit! Now I'm over here. Damn it! Hang on. 1 second, Hive. Let me get the different layout.
I can't believe there had to have been something on.
Look at that. It's an entire gig.
Man, there has to be something. So if this is from the Idaho Statesman, whatever was sent to them is from the original case file, I'm assuming, right? It's not going to be.
Well, maybe because what I want to know is this. Why do they have to dim the entire screen and then put the car in a light as if there's any other cars that we're going to be looking at? And they do that to mask something. I'm convinced when we watch it, it's like there's a translucent filter
Right.
that goes over the car. You can't see the car when it turns a corner, like clearly. And then when they speed up the time and when they don't, I don't understand it. And it seems like it's moving way too fast for when you see the dude walk out of the front door in this house over here. His speed does not match how fast the seconds are going. So I'm like, are they manipulating by making us think they're fast forwarding it and they're not? And that's what I want to watch or look for when we watch this.
Plus, I don't love that when they play with the lighting, because that's what we all do
Yes.
when we download these videos. We want to be able to just take the original form. And if we want to contrast or look at things at our own, it's really hard to do when we don't know how it was originally manipulated. Like, I don't want you to do anything.
Exactly. I'm going to move us over here so we can see the timestamp. And let me just make sure that that's all good. We're over here. All right, let's watch it, Sammy. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Head on a swivel, Hive.
Keep your eyes.
Do you guys see what I mean? Why do they need
Why
this?
do they need this?
They
Why?
don't.
Why
They
is
do
it? Why is it being filmed like a UFO?
Thank you. It's not a
I
traffic
hate
jam.
this.
It
I
doesn't make
hate
sense.
this. Like, there has to be a reason for this. Why are we filming this like a fucking UFO? I don't get it. We see the car. There's nothing else going on. Nothing's even moving, by the way.
Well, that's what I mean.
And then a part of it too, like, you know what this does too, is when they do that, it makes me think, what else is going on in the background that they
Thank
don't want us
you.
to focus on, because
Yes.
they're really putting the spotlight, a stage spotlight. This is basically the equivalent of somebody on stage and you're like, solo time, nobody pay attention to anything else. Boom, spotlight. It's like, bro, we don't need this.
Well, and I believe that and I'll stop it and I'll pause it. That's the reason why I wanted to get it into Canva, and that's why I screen recorded it. Usually if it's like, a 10-minute video or whatever it is that you could do, I try to record it so that I could zoom in, as you guys have seen if you've been here for a while. But
okay, that's weird. That's not even, what is it, teleporting?
so it's slowed down, but look at the clock move at normal time.
It's actually moving faster. What? Like, see that? Like, the time seconds are moving faster. The time seconds are moving faster between numbers.
But not 15x. Look at 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi.
Yeah, there
5
we go. So between 4 and 3, let's count the ones where they go fast. Hold on. I'm going to track this. Let me give it a pencil. All right. Go back. All right. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi. Okay. So it goes between 34 and 16. So between 34 seconds. So 34 seconds and 46 seconds. They speed it up.
So the other thing too, that noise that you hear, my question is this: what are they covering up? Is it the exhaust? Is it the sound of a hybrid? What are they doing? Because that's perfectly timed to right when the car's tailpipe would be at where the speaker is, where it could hear it, and it's not so far behind it. And
right.
You wouldn't just be able to hear the tires anymore. You'd hear the exhaust, or you'd hear no exhaust. So that's what I wonder about.
Or is whatever device, say they got a Stingray device or like an online Wi-Fi shutting off device.
Is
and
that doing that?
This was the camera, remember, that didn't, it could be affected, but it doesn't use Wi-Fi. It's using motion. So, right, like this was the infrared camera that's not Wi-Fi connected, if I remember correctly. Because this is the one with the porches on the pumpkins on the porches, right? So this is the only camera that's not Wi-Fi. So they can't shut it off, but I do believe it might make a sound and fuck with the ether or whatever, the electromagnetic fields that it's fucking with around it when those Stingrays operate, or those Wi-Fi shutter offer things.
So Z, were you talking about down here?
This camera is Wi-Fi connected. Okay, then what's the one? Maybe that's why it's
no.
doing
This one,
then.
I believe this one is just it's plugged into. I think the thing is that this is plugged into the exterior light, so you don't have to run a cord. I think it gets powered from that.
Right.
So
There was something with this camera that I remember Pav talking about that's different than the other ones.
I see. Well, I don't know off the top of my head. The time just doesn't seem like it's 15x speed. This is annoying.
It sounds like something calibrating or jamming.
Sounds like a cover up. That's what it sounds like.
It does sound like a cover up.
Watch us all have headphones on listening to this, and these are like micro frequency waves that are just getting into our brain that are like,
Well, we should look up what does a jammer sound like driving past this. Like, is there any way we can look that up? Or ask AI, does a jammer,
sure.
signal jammer, have audio detection? Like, what does it fit? What is it?
see, here's one thing too that
What is this? What is it, a rocket ship?
hang on, Sammy. What I wanted to say is this. Look at this. Doesn't it? Let me go back. I swear to God, ever since the Dateline thing, dude, I've thought that for whatever reason, and I may be wrong, I've never seen a car whose taillights are brighter than their headlights at nighttime, ever. And I swear to God, since I saw the Dateline thing, it feels like this car is in reverse right here. It feels like they're playing the car in reverse. Now watch, because I'm going to pause it. You're going to see a red light. Oh, I pointed with my finger. Whoops. You're
Well,
gonna see a red light over
another
here.
reason is if they're blocking the brake lights, like if what you're saying is true, or they don't want us to see the brake lights, they're gonna obscure that.
Right. So watch this. See,
That's
I guess
it backwards.
that doesn't that look like this is the headlights and theirs is the taillight right there? Doesn't that
That's
look like a red
backwards.
taillight coming around the back fender? That I don't you know what I mean?
That looks like it's backing up.
Yes, and Sherlock, they do have lights. It's like reflective tape, and you can block out night vision camera and make it glow. If you guys, there's a really good movie that has a bank robbery where they do that with the cameras where it glows their face out. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but so this is what's interesting though. It just looks like, and actually, I'm going to slow it down. That's me playing it slow. It's just, it looks like I'm telling you, it looks like it's backwards.
Mm-hmm. Look,
It looks
turning
backwards.
around.
They're
It's turning
literally
around.
doing this in reverse, everybody. I swear, this looks like the trunk of a car here. And then the aerodynamic, or like the way that a car would be shaped.
Yep.
Hive, do you
Keep
guys think this is
going.
backwards, or I mean, I don't even want to ask, like, or do you guys think I'm crazy? Because I'm sure some people do, but it. And then they do this right when we'd probably be able to see.
Then this is the teleportation thing. See, this is where it swings around, but they skip it. So they make it look like it drives really fast, but they're just they just did a turn and went out.
Mm-hmm. You know what I should do? Hang on. I'm gonna try something here. And I want you guys to bear with me while I do this because this would be so interesting. I'm gonna screen record this, and then I'm gonna put just this little clip in Canva, and I'm gonna reverse this clip, and we're gonna see if it looks normal.
To me, it looks like they backed up. And then they sped it up when they turned it around and went out. And that's why it looks like the car teleports. It went reverse. And that's where it turns. That's why it looks
That's
like
hollow. You can see through it.
Yeah, that's why they made the light really bright there, and that's why it's. Why would it be engrossed in light? Right? Like it wouldn't be engrossed in light. They made it that way so they could flip the image around and make it look like it's driving back out. It's going fucking backwards. It's all in reverse. There's somebody walking.
Yep.
And by the way, look at that. That looks nuts.
Sammy, I want you to commentate on it. I'm gonna let it run.
Did you see that person walking by?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did that person start teleporting?
I'm gonna try to do this video while you watch.
And that's weird too. They start teleporting when the guy walks by, because that's when I wrote down 34 seconds is when they started speeding up the video. Like that's when the seconds start going faster than 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. And so that person exactly at 3:34 starts walking by and it goes whoosh, real fast. Did you guys see that? I want to know too, like if the timestamps are all screwed up, when did they really catch those kids with the sign and the sweater guy that they were patrolling around?
Dude, you want to know what's so weird? It's telling me, I got to pause this for a second. So I took a 20-second clip
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to upload it into Canva.
Uh-huh.
That is oh my God. It just seems like it's such a big file. It's not.
So is it big because of what they did to it? Like, is
I
it
don't
the
know.
effects that are making it larger?
Like, look, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. See, you can't upload it. It's even that is too big.
So there has to be something done to that video to make it so jam-packed.
I don't know. I'm going to try to upload it on my phone here quick. Here, I'll keep playing this.
I'm looking around too to see if I could see anything else. I don't. And it's so weird too because everything else looks normal. And then all of a sudden this UFO comes flying by. I really find the noises so strange. It does sound like old dial-up. There's like, it looks like there's somebody by the dumpster. Zoom in on that.
I can't zoom in. That's why I wanted to do it on Canva. Because you could do it on a Mac, but I can't do it on the PC. Or at least I don't know how to. I've tried. It just zooms in my entire window. So if anybody knows.
And there it
here
goes,
comes a
zooming
car.
around.
Yep. I just don't understand how they could say it's slowed down when the seconds are going the same.
Seconds are going faster, actually. What if they picked somebody up? Whoa.
Listen to that now. Listen to this car. Listen to the exhaust. That ain't a hybrid. What I'm confused about is why it says slow down at the bottom.
It slowed down, but the time speeded up.
Right. It doesn't make sense. I still can't get over the fact that this video is a gigabyte. Or the one that I did for 10 minutes was a gig.
I don't know.
Is there any gurus in here with like file size as to, I mean, I feel like that definitely. No, the playback speed's normal too. Z, thank you for the super chat. I cannot zoom in on this for whatever reason. Or I don't know how to do it without a window, entire screen coming in. See, that one looked.
I also, don't you find it a little odd? Wait, pause. Why are the windows so lit up when the car's farther away? But then as it approaches, you would think the light would be more pronounced on the house as it's getting closer, but it's not. It actually goes away. Like, why, when they're so far away, is the light so bright on reflecting on the house across the street? Okay. And then it's like all the way up to almost the third tier windows. And then it's so bright. And then when it gets closer, you would think it would get even brighter, but it goes away. Like it doesn't match. Look.
Yeah.
See? It should be bright as fuck.
I know. And so what I'm wondering is there a light that's hitting that reflective tape, or is it a filter? Is it just a ball of light they put on it?
Where did it go? It should be brighter. It's hitting the third story windows. I mean, what?
This is miserable to listen to. Maybe they're like, if you guys are going to look into this, we're going to just make you guys suffer with these alien noises for however long this video is.
Look at how far away the car is for it to be shining so bright in that window. It makes no sense.
Genius. That's exactly it, Motoman. I guarantee that's what it is. Because if this is added in audio and they uncompress it, like they didn't compress that file size, I guarantee you that it's that. Or if there's any editing or additional shit that was added in, you're right. I bet they never compressed it. Great.
Well, they did something to this.
Thank you. Yeah.
Because there's no way this basic of a video is a fucking gigabyte.
No.
What do they have? The Dead Sea Scrolls on the back end? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. Okay. This is what I'm saying is I understand they slowed down the video for the noise, but why is this moving at a normal pace up here is what I'm saying.
But it's not. It goes faster. It goes faster.
So that makes no sense. Down here, they say slow
that's what
down.
I said. From 34 to 46, it goes faster. The seconds start chirping faster.
David Dwight, good to see you. Said, yeah, I love this alien gasm.
Timestamp isn't real. Maybe that's why it took so much work for us to get or to hear anything back about the canvassing and what they did, because they were busy doing like this shit.
Yeah, they're just in the lab cooking up a gigabyte long video with alien gasms all over it. Yeah, we're all being MK Ultra'd right now. You're exactly right, Frank.
We need to go listen to some church bells after this.
Yeah.
We need to listen to some Tibetan monk bowls after this.
Right. Beyond the Pale Cherokee said, Birdie, the Popo altered the BWC on my case. It's too easy for them to do. Do you know how they did it? How did you catch them?
I mean,
Was
they
it a
did it in
timestamp?
They did it with Karen Reed's case.
Sherlock Rome's put out a post today talking about how they're looking into how easy it is for body cam times to be manipulated. And Sherlock, if you're in here, do you want to post like a 2-sentence thing to sum it up? Just so I don't have to stop and pull this video down and go look at what exactly it was you said.
That's why I have such a weird time, like with people who can't just wrap their heads around that people are corrupt and manipulate evidence. Like, did anybody watch Karen Reed's case? I mean,
Yeah. That video of the sign stealing kid, it's like they are just ripping this kid a new one for a sign that was laying on the ground that he's still drunk. Oh, here comes the car.
what the fuck? Why is it like a lighthouse?
See, now look at the clock. Now it's going fast.
What's going fast too? This is so bad.
This is weird, dude. Why would you ever release this? Why not just?
I don't know.
Why? Unless you're doing something nefarious.
I don't know. The whole thing, I just think this is just one big cover up of massive proportions.
Yeah. I can't even listen to it anymore.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Why are they torturing us?
I'm just going to keep it down until I see a car light. I'm going to be honest. My brain is vibrating right now. Yeah, they want to waste our time is right. Oh, here comes another car.
Could it be radio transmission?
If she really parked up top, that's a far way to walk for the right.
But the Waze app, I think, like people said back in the day, like that's what they took you to because the
No, I
address
get
was
that.
changed. And I mean, she doesn't seem like the most intelligent person. She seems to be fucked up. So
It's just right. I mean, I don't know if she was messed up or not, but what I'm saying is like, look at this. Like, if she really parked up here, she's walked all the way down and around, and now she's down here.
right.
That's
That's
some
weird too
effort,
because she
but
was right in front of the house. So I still don't get it. And the house, like, it's not like that address is covered up, like it's front and center. So I don't understand.
yeah,
I think it would be more confusing to go around the back and go the back way, walk down a dimly lit path, walk around, and then drop it off. Why wouldn't you just go to the front door? It's 1122 is right there. It's not like the porch. You don't need a porch light. It's just there.
I mean, if you look at this, like, it's literally right there,
I know.
and there's a light. Like, I don't know. Hang on.
And she's got a flashlight in the whole thing, which is like, again, why wouldn't you just walk to the door? You're going there anyway.
Hold on. 1 second. 1 second here.
Where's the food? I see a flashlight.
Does that look like a dude? Does it
I
kind
don't.
of look like a like? Hang on. Like we are just. I mean, I get because I'm like that's weird. Like they walk down. I mean, I don't know if it's the DoorDash driver or not. They're just kind of telling us. But hang on.
Yeah, keep it in that thing and like let's play.
Okay, does this look like a buzz cut, or does this look like long hair?
It could be a ponytail. I don't know. I can't really tell either way. It's too blurry. That has a dude body.
You would. I don't know.
I don't know. I also don't see any food in her hand.
Oh, good point. I mean, I haven't looked, but I'd be curious if this is a good one right here.
Maybe she's wearing a hat.
What if I auto adjusted the colors? See, that makes it darker, but now if I do the filters, does that help then? I don't know, dude.
Play it.
This is a screenshot, but here I'll go back to this. Oh no, damn it.
What?
I just exited out of it. I'll go right back. Sorry, Hive.
Oh, don't be sorry. I don't know. Maybe it just looks like somebody wearing a baggy sweatshirt and a baseball cap.
Oh, wait. What? Am I able to? Dude, it loaded on my Canva. The YouTube video
Yay.
loaded. So now I can zoom in. Nice.
Ooh. I thought she said she had a dog.
Wait, why isn't this loading now? There we go.
I'm confused where the bag of food is.
This
Sounds
thing,
like somebody's opening a door.
I can see the ponytail there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. If I leave it like this, do you think it's fine?
Yeah.
So we can zoom.
Yeah.
Okay.
That almost sounds like a radio. Like,
No,
doesn't
that
that
sounds like
sound
a
like a
police siren.
it sounds like when somebody's driving by that like there's whatever audio is in the car is making that like that weird
Listen to
techie
the
noise sound like something.
listen to the it sounds like a police siren. Not that. When the car drives by, listen, it kind of
I
sounds like a
know. I
police siren.
noticed the difference.
right there.
That was weird. Yes.
It's a siren. Do we hear sirens on any other security
I hear
cam?
the siren.
But on any other that we've seen? I don't think so. People are saying zoom in on the dumpster. I don't think those are people. I think it looks like heads, but they don't move the entire time. And you see stuff, I don't know. Be weird to freeze frame someone and then put them as a still shot the whole time. And you could
Yeah.
just erase them. Have you guys noticed?
So why
Have you
does
guys-
why does that get to be normal?
Fuck me. Damn it.
No, but like I don't get it. Why does when it drive by we get a normal sounding car sound, but for this entire thing it's alien.
I was just gonna say that it's the only time they're doing that is when it's the car that we've been told is Brian's.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We're getting this normal car sound out of nowhere, but the rest of the video sounds like dial-up internet. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, it just goes away just by happenstance when that car drives by.
It's
I feel
because
like
they
it's
want us to
dubbed in
believe-
audio or something. I don't know. I don't get it.
I'm gonna pull this up on YouTube. So that's back at the DoorDash. This is what we just watched. So again, it's they're pushing the narrative. That's Bryan Kohberger's car. That's why they're letting us see this one crystal clearly. There's got to be shit going on in the background that they don't want us to hear. That's why they're doing the noise.
Hear or see. It's
Yeah.
got to be shit that they don't want us to hear or see behind the big spaceship light. Either somebody running by, somebody jumping in the car, somebody jumping in a different car.
Right.
Somebody said I sent you the original in the email.
That's you know what? The only thing with the Idaho Statesman one is there's an ad every 10 seconds.
Ugh. Zoom in on the porch across the street when we're watching this.
I'm not on Canva.
Oh, got it.
So, yeah, I don't know if it's a TV.
It's got to be some sort of police scrambler or jammer. Oh, now it just all stops. That thing is backing up. It's backed up And then it turns around as like one of a 3-point turn and teleports out the other way. That's such bullshit. That thing is backing up.
See, but then this kind of does look like it. This kind of looks like a tail light, kind of.
I don't know if it's just reflecting off the wire weird.
But then it looks like you can see the front of the mirror where it's curved like this towards us.
Yeah.
And what I want to look at is where the blinker flashes, because if they're going to put their blinker on, it should be back here. And we see a flash and it looks like it comes from up here. I'm going to put it at half speed. That looks like it's in reverse 100%.
Yep. That
That
thing's
looks
in reverse.
That looks like it's in
Screenshot that.
reverse.
Yeah, that does. I'm taking a picture of that on my phone. That's crazy. Hold on.
Oh, a picture of a picture. You from Moscow, Sammy? Because
Yep.
that's how they released this photo of the car.
Picture of a picture.
Moto Man just said something to you, Sammy. Sammy's right. That's a lot of light for rear lights. That would like blind the person behind you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Moto Man. You always stay
Thank
coming
you.
with super chats. Appreciate it.
That does not. So then why would it be going in reverse?
Is there anything? Okay, here's my question. Are they dimming out the background? Hear me out. Are they dimming out the background and only lighting that up because A, it's going to be hard to tell if it's in reverse because of these bright lights, but B, if the background is in reverse too, are they blacking that out so that we can't see something moving not naturally? So for example, if something should be going forward, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'd be curious if that's why.
There has to be a reason why they don't want us knowing this.
This makes no sense. What else would we be looking at?
But what are they? Is somebody getting in? Is somebody running by? Like, what is it?
I mean, that's a ball of light. But like, it's just crazy.
Look at this.
This
is ridiculous.
This looks like actually
ridiculous.
Somebody took an eraser thing. That's what they did. I swear, it looks like somebody took an eraser tool and put
blur
this over
tool.
A
they
blur
put the
tool.
blur tool and just lit it up like a goddamn lighthouse. What?
Yes.
What is this?
I agree, Psycho Stench. That's an incredible username as well.
The headlights don't light up the house. That's what I said. It should be getting brighter as it gets closer, but that just doesn't happen.
Right. Phoenix, what's Gucci?
Hey, how are you?
Hi,
What's up,
Phoenix.
Birdie Wordy?
Well, as to that username I just saw, this video has some Psycho Stench.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
saw that name.
unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, I've been watching for a little while. That noise, that alien noise is horrible.
I swear, it's like the car becomes invisible here too. It's like translucent.
Yeah, Look at it. You could see the car next to it, like across.
Oh.
Look at that. That is ridiculous. Hold on. That's
Yep.
ridiculous.
Now
Why
that-
can we? Where's the car? We could see the car in the driveway.
Now, if you logically turn if you turn, left on that street, is that the brake lights that we see that light up that bright? If the car's in reverse?
Well,
the car's not
maybe.
in reverse. The car's not in reverse. The film is in reverse.
So you're saying this is all flipped? Like they mirrored
Well,
it? But
No. I didn't say they're mirroring it. The car is going the right way. They just put the footage backwards
oh, I see.
in reverse. The car's going the right way. They just filmed it and edited it going backwards.
Filmed it and edited it going backwards.
That's why, again, I'm going to try this again.
So the lights that you see turning right now are actually the back lights, and probably, I'm assuming the reason for the time being off is that they've used this again, kind of spliced it type of thing.
Yep.
Right.
'Cause
That's
it-
why it made no
Yeah.
sense to me. Why is this going faster?
Tail lights
I'm
aren't
screen
that
recording
bright,
this
but
again.
what they've done is use that tool to enhance and blur and make bigger so you don't see the plates, so you don't notice it's the front or the back of the car.
Hey, let me ask the Hive too. Are you guys type a 1 if you're okay with me having this muted? I don't think we need to hear all that. Are you guys okay
Yeah.
with that? Okay. It's hurting my ears.
I mean, they did it in the Karen Reed thing, and they just added their own timestamp in the Sally Port footage.
Right,
Well, it's almost
inside
like
your
you see the-
bones.
Hang on. It's almost like you see the film, kind of jump here. Well, I put it back to normal speed. You see the film like jump right here. Right?
They spliced it.
Yes. Now I'm recording this. That just looks backwards. It's like
It literally looks like a
it
set.
disappears. It's a ghost car.
It's not in. It looks like a set, and the car's just running through a stagnant set. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's why it doesn't make any sense why the lighting on the house doesn't match where the car is. Because if this is just a set, like this is just an image, but we're going to have something moving and ripping through it. They're trying their best to make it look real. Like, okay, this is where it flashes the lights on this and that, but it's not actually doing that.
Yeah, right.
And then they say the car speeds off. They just sped up the film.
Right. And you could see that in the seconds, actually.
Yes. Yes.
Did I
See
press
how
the-
it glitched?
Yep.
And then the car goes all the way to the other side of the left of the screen. See the lights up at the left?
Yep.
Yep.
They released 5 crime scene photos. Haven't seen them yet.
Oh.
If they did, it would be in the repository unsealed. Let's see if it's done officially. Nope, don't see anything released today.
Okay, guys, I got this video to finally load here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to, and Phoenix, I'm just going to mute you while you click.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Actually, the backlights, and probably, I'm assuming the reason for the time being off is that they've used this again, kind of spliced it type of thing.
Right.
'Cause
That's
if
why
you-
it made no
Yeah.
sense to me. Why is this going faster?
Tail lights aren't that bright, but what they've done is use that tool to enhance and blur and make bigger so you don't
Oh, it's
see
us. I was like, wait, why am I hearing myself?
the car.
Yeah, I don't know. And like, I'm shocked because like I'm exporting the
Yeah.
reverse of the video too. So I'll be able to stack the reverse video and then the video we just watched.
I mean, they did it in the Karen Reed thing, and they just added their own timestamp.
Right. Yeah.
I hope we can mute our voices. We should just mute the video when we replay it.
Yeah. That's why it's muted right now. So. Wait. Were you guys talking that whole time? Or was I responding to the video that I hear in my headphones from the Canva that I'm downloading? Did you guys say anything like 2 seconds ago?
Yeah, I did. I said we should just.
Jeez.
I know this. I'm mind fucked right now.
Because I was listening to this as I was editing, and then I just started realizing, like, wait, what am I hearing? Am I hearing our conversation that I screen recorded? So
I plead the fifth. I was on mute.
That's what I was saying. And I heard you talking right away. I'm like, wait, hang on, what? And I heard Sammy talking, and I heard Phoenix talking. I'm like, what? I can't hear anybody, but it was the video.
It was the recording.
All right, this is reversing right now, Hive. Sammy, you said you're mind fucked right now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Hive, what do you think we're going to see when... Here we go. All right, nice. So I have the original video is... I'm going to label these for us so we don't forget. All right, so this is forward.
Oh God, they did go through a window. You should have seen those handprints that we found, Bertie.
Mm-hmm. On the glass doors.
On the windows, it looked like somebody lifted the window.
Mm-hmm. They took a lot of photographs over there too.
All right, I'm just trying to line this up. All right, let's see this shit. So these should start playing now. These should be exactly synced up. No, it's not synced up. Wait, why aren't they synced up?
One's not. Oh.
These are the same length video that started at the same time. Oh. All right, we can't do that. That doesn't make sense, obviously, because one's going to start at the end, one's starting at the beginning. So, okay, I apologize. That's on me. I don't know why my brain was thinking like that. That's fairly obvious, actually, that's why that would happen. All right, let's watch this one in reverse. So now, I wonder, too, is there... Here we go. So there's no audio on this. So this is the reversed one. Does that kind of look like it's going? Doesn't that kind of look like this is reversed? That looks like a normal car, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going normal in.
Yes, but this video is being played in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
That looks normal.
You see the time going backwards here. That looks absolutely normal.
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 That's so fucked up.
Yep.
Why would they do
Dude,
that?
what are they doing?
Why would they do that?
That is the most... That is... Look at that.
They had to sell the narrative.
Oh my God.
They literally played it.
That's...
Is this... Sorry, Sammy, go ahead.
That's wild, because then why would they do that though? Because it wouldn't match the time that they're alleging.
Oh my God, they're drowning out the noise because that is the right time. 3:29 is the time that I've been using.
So
I know
hang on.
everybody else is using a different time, but my timeline is anywhere between 3:17 and 3:29.
So what I'm gonna ask though is this the correct timestamp now?
No.
It couldn't be, could it? But I'm
Remember
saying,
how,
hang on, Felix. What I was gonna say is like if this is played in reverse, would it be the same timestamp forward or not? Does that might be a stupid question, but I'm trying to compute it in my head.
remember how you showed me how easy it is to edit something and put a timestamp on it?
Yeah, I can do it. I'll
I
show
think
everybody
this whole
live.
thing is
Watch this.
fake.
Watch this. So there's a timestamp. Hopefully this works. Background remover. And
that's what it looks like to me.
What do you
That's
know?
my humble opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fake of the real time.
Pretty interesting how you can do that in 2 seconds, huh?
Jesus Christ.
All right. Let's watch this whole thing in. I just can't believe it. That looks totally
Wow.
Yeah.
What the hell, dude?
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Now there should be I always forget here.
Oh my God.
I should be
So we like have no idea even when like, oh my God. Now that you showed that timestamp thing, who even knows the way they're splicing this all together?
I wonder if I can upscale it. This video is too long. You can only do 10 seconds. What if I did background remover?
What if the reason why they're lighting it up so much is because they don't want us to see that there's two people in the car?
What if I do background remover? Okay. So never mind. Nothing happened.
No, that's not going to work.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, that's a good point. They think we're that naive, eyes wide open. Some of us are. This would have slipped through how many millions of people?
That's the way it was really going.
Look at that.
That is.
So we're like, why is the taillight so bright? Well, they played it in reverse. So to everybody that's watching this, this is the backwards video that we're watching. This is the forward video. I should try to line up the timestamps so we can see it actually. So
that's why it makes no sense for the reflection on the house. But it does when you play it the right way.
So 3:58:28 and okay, so 24.
That's wild.
I'm gonna get it
forward, back. You trying to line it up?
Yeah. Wait, did that just change times?
Yeah.
It did.
It jumped. 20
What?
seconds.
3:58 to 3:58:06. 3:58:27.
That's when it teleports.
3:58:06.
Magic.
3:58:27. I gotta get back here. 06.
06.
Boom. Yep.
So hang on. Isn't this interesting? So
that's when they did the trick.
But wait, if the video is reversed, does it
count down?
Oh my God. It doesn't. The reverse version has the time.
Oh my God.
Hold on. How is that possible?
That's weird.
How is this possible?
Okay, I'm convinced, Bertie, like you said, that Moscow is the portal.
Hold on. I'm on Canva. I screen recorded this video for 1 minute and 20 seconds. I put it into the video reverser. And this is the normal video. This is the screen recorded version. This is the reverse one through Canva. And the timestamps don't jump. How could that happen?
Because the timestamps jump on the original one. I know it because I saw the teleporting and I was like, what the hell is going on with this?
Because you're playing it backwards.
I understand that, but unless we haven't gotten into it yet, but how is 358:32? Okay, but do you get what I'm saying? 358
It should match. Yeah.
It should match no matter what.
Yeah, it shouldn't be any different.
So here's the same thing, right? That's exactly the same. Okay, so I'm going to move this down. That's exactly the same. Now, when I move this to 350,
Play it at the same time.
see, look at that. No, hang on, I can, but I want to do the still shot so I can show you. It's 358.27. Now watch, it's going to go 358.06, 358.13, and that's in 2 milliseconds. That's what, see the bottom here, 55.2, 54.8, 54.7. That's how quick it happens. That's in 0.5. It's in a half of a second.
That's too when the time starts speeding up on the clock. When you originally played it, I go, why does it stop doing the 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi?
So you said 13 and 06? Is that what you said, Bertie?
06 and 12, I think. So now if I do it this way, 27, this is going to be going down. So now I have to slide it to the left instead because it's in reverse. So 358.27, 358.28, 358.29, 358.30. We're seeing all of it. Does it jump at all?
Not in backwards.
It doesn't jump in reverse at all. Well, hang on. Maybe right here. 35, 36, 44.
There it is.
43. Nope. 43, 36, 41. This is the trippiest shit I've ever seen in my life. I don't understand how that'd be possible. I just don't understand how Canva did that.
I think they used the undercover car in all of those. There had to be another car in between that.
I don't know.
Because where is the DoorDash driver's car?
Well, I'm losing my mind over these timestamps and how this doesn't make sense. I mean, that's what I want to figure out. So let's watch this reverse one. I'm going to try to time them up actually exactly at the same time.
What in the Rick and Morty is happening?
This is just the most insane shit I've ever seen in my life. How does Canva do that? Okay, so go to 0. Go to 0. Now, is there a way that I can double select these and press play?
Read DD. It gives a delta of 726.
Did you guys just see that?
Yeah, it jumped. Shadow.
Oh, you guys are blocking it. Damn it. Okay, so these are now here. I'm going to try to do my best and get this. Let's just watch the reverse one. I can't figure it out. And I don't know if it would matter if it's at the same time or not. Shit. So this is the backwards video. Sammy, you hanging in there?
Yeah, I think I'm going to get going. I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right.
but I'll be back. I wanted to talk about PatCon next time.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I had a tinfoil hat conspiracy slide for Timothy McVeigh for you, but we can save that.
Save it. And
Okay.
and we can pull up the article next time. But I can be around this weekend if you want.
Okay. That sounds good. Thank you,
All right.
Sammy. It was good to see you again.
I'm gonna keep looking at these videos. Bye, guys.
I can tell your mind is
Bye,
just
Sammy.
racing. So see ya.
Love you.
Bye.
See ya. Bye. All right, Phoenix.
So you
I'm
can
gonna
tell
just-
when this car pulls in, Bertie,
Yep.
you can tell it's the right way, but when they reverse it, the lights don't shine on the house in the back.
Right. Okay, so I have this labeled backwards down here. Okay. I'm going to start this over. We're just going to watch this all the way through. This is reversed, and let's keep it so like that looks normal.
Mm-hmm. They shine on the house. That's weird.
That's dude. I said I was going to let it play through. I have a theory. When they put that square around the time, they are trying to highlight the time. What if they're trying to highlight the inconsistencies of the picture that they placed the original timestamp back in for? So if they have put a messed up timeline on there and they need to cover it up because it's not perfect, similar to like how they're doing with it dimming the background and lighting up the car, they're doing the same thing with a timestamp, because on the edges, as you know, when you remove the background, you have to have it perfect. Otherwise you can see the artifacts. So if that's not the case, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Because look at the background of this timestamp.
Right. And so I'm just curious, like, and I think I only got that one pass is what I recorded. Yeah. So here's the only pass that I get. So let's see that timestamp. So does the time change when it lights up? That's what I'm going to be curious about. Okay. Does it?
24, 25, 23, 22.
It kind of glitched, but do they slow it down every time they highlight it?
But it's going backwards.
I know. This is the reverse one. So 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Don't those oh man.
They
see, this looks like when I play the reverse video in reverse. Sorry, Phoenix. It looks like
that's weird. They sped up the film, but left the timestamp countdown. They didn't make it match.
I don't get it.
Because they wanted to make the car look like it was speeding away.
Right.
But they didn't speed up the timestamp.
Okay, that's crazy. I don't really know what to make of that. And it's wild. I mean, I'm absolutely mind blown to the point where I don't even know what I could say right now. So obviously everybody's going to dig on it. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to post a shortened video of this for highlights for people, So if you caught the live, you might have just caught the only video of this that I'm going to have up. So I'll try to edit it down shorter if you are tuning in later. But that's one of those. I feel like this is one of those streams where you kind of got to watch the whole thing because that was trippy as hell.
Yeah,
And
the
hang
car
on.
speeds away, but the timestamp doesn't speed with it. They sped the car up in a fast mode, but didn't adjust the timestamp.
Right.
So the car didn't actually speed away. The car was sped up by manipulation.
Right. And I will do this real quick. So what
Is that a
does
jammer?
a jammer sound like?
Oh gosh. And according to the blotter, the MPD blotter, they were having 911 communication call errors.
Oh, wouldn't be surprised.
Did you see my latest video, Bertie?
In this,
You want to hear it?
sure. I can. Yeah, tell us.
Supplement 295. One of the cops reports that unfortunately somebody checked out his cop cam and used his cop cam the day of and 2 videos the day after. And it wasn't his videos. And he said, they're not my videos.
So who checked it out?
I don't know. It doesn't tell us that.
Of course it doesn't. That's crazy. That's what document?
295, supplement 295.
Okay. All right. Let's see what this jammer thing sounds like. Are they going to show it? How it works?
And I cannot express how uncomfortable feedback would be from a hypersonic sound array. Most of the people participate.
Stop now.
Yeah, you're done. Sorry. Paragraph up to terminology. Without making a mistake, you will get $100.
Instead of focusing on creative music making tips, do I stop?
What the hell is this? Is this like some radio frequency they can make you stutter with? Because that's equally as terrifying.
You know what society is like these days. If I just come out and say,
damn.
you know what society is like these days. If I just come out and say, and that soundbite hits the internet, boom, can't. And with the number of people working here, that would be
It's either to erase the sounds for a purpose.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on. Ever since, I'm not even joking you, I'm going to undownload that video because
Yeah, I bet you're having issues.
Ever since I've downloaded that, my computer freezes up.
Oh, I wonder if you got some spyware or virus.
I don't claim that. I don't claim
No,
that.
don't claim that. No. But I'm just saying, if it slowed down that much.
Yeah. Well, Hive, thank you all for tuning in tonight. I don't know what to make of that. We were going to continue to dig. I just saw somebody said there's crime scene photos. I think Phoenix looked in the beginning of the stream and there wasn't anything. But
No, there's nothing major.
Where is anybody seeing them or where to look? Please drop it in the chat.
Yeah, KTTV. What is it? Crime scene photos on Daily Mail, Reddit. There's a local news station that
Wait,
asked
they're
for
posted in the
FOIA.
Discord? What? Hang on. Let me pull this up. Am I able to show them on YouTube?
I don't think they're bad. They didn't release any of the the really bad ones. KTVB had a video. They're the only ones that I've seen.
What the hell?
This is the news at 6.
And we start with breaking news tonight at 6. Newly obtained records by 7 Investigates show evidence collected the day Bryan Kohberger murdered 4 college students.
Kohberger murdered the 4 students at an off-campus home near the University of Idaho on November 13th, 2022. 7 Investigates got redacted and blurred crime scene photos through a public records request with Moscow police.
I went through all the photos of the outside and inside of the home at 1122 King Road, where Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonsalves were killed in the early morning hours. They're what you'd expect out of a crime scene so horrific, so we are not going to show you most of
Idaho on November 13th, 2022. 7 Investigates got redacted and blurred crime scene photos through a public records request with Moscow police.
I went through all the photos of the outside and inside of the home at 1122 King Road, where Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonsalves were killed in the early morning hours. They're what you'd expect out of a crime scene so horrific, so we are not going to show you most of the nearly 200 photos. What you're seeing in these on your screen now are Xana's room, the sliding back door police say Kohberger entered through, blood on a door, Madison's bedroom where she and Kaylee were killed, and handprints on a window. 7 Investigates also obtained surveillance video taken in the hour and a half around the time of the murders from a neighboring house. Around 3:51 a.m., you can see on the right side of your screen, a person walked to a car parked outside the home where the video was recorded. That person walks toward 1122 King Road with a flashlight. And over the course of about 15 minutes, you see a white sedan drive to and from the vicinity of the home where the murders happened multiple times. Then, between 4:15 and 4:20 a.m., you can hear loud thuds and noises. What could be someone crying.
Does their video look way more clear?
Yeah, it does.
Way more clear.
Maybe use that video.
Around the time of the murders from a neighboring house. Around 3:51 a.m., you can see on the right side of your screen, a person walked to a car parked outside the home where the video was recorded.
That's not nearly as bright because they don't dim it in. They don't circle it.
Toward 1122 King Road with a flashlight. And over the course of about 15 minutes, you see a white sedan drive to and from the vicinity of the.
Now you can tell that this one is forward because you can tell this one's not in reverse. Look at the window reflection over here. You can see 2 headlights.
From the vicinity of the.
Oh, missed it. Shoot. Here we go. 1 second.
To and from the vicinity.
See? Those are headlights.
Of the home where the murders happened multiple times.
See, that looks like what I would expect to see for headlights. That looks normal.
Yeah, that does.
Then between 4:15 and 4:20
But that's 3:56.
You can hear loud.
I swear, if you could see like a Ford logo, imagine you could see like a Ford logo.
You can hear loud thuds and noises. What thuds and noises.
I'm just trying to see that. That's just, it's crazy.
What could be someone crying and a dog barking for several minutes.
This video is way clearer.
Yeah.
That was a good screen
That's a
grab
good
here.
picture. Yeah.
It's like, Lord, make me fast and accurate with my pointer fingers. I click this to stop. That's in reverse then.
Yes, it is.
And now these are way brighter than they were before.
Yeah, because they had to blur it out, or else you'd
Yeah.
see the plates and you'd see the back end of the car, and you don't see the shining lights in the windows in the other houses.
Oh, this must be the audio. I'll turn
Yeah,
it back up to
put
full
it
speed.
back. So
See, that
if
that sounds like a dog barking.
oh yeah, that is. So now, if this is the undercover car, and that is the only car that Molly sees, did she see the cops? And that is why they're trying to cut her a deal if she says you saw Kohberger.
Kohberger was ultimately arrested in Pennsylvania at his parents' home more than a month after the murders. Moscow police provided me this photo of Kohberger.
What does this say?
She saw Tesdahl, not Rosendahl. Why do they all end in dolls?
I don't know.
Kohberger in custody after his arrest. We're expecting to get even more records in
His home near the University 13th, 2022. 7 investigates got redacted and blurred crime scene photos through a public records request with Moscow police.
I went through all the photos of the outside and inside of the home at 1122 King Road, where Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonsalves were killed in the early morning hours.
What does this one show? The sliding glass door open?
Sliding glass door open, yeah.
They're what you'd expect out of a crime scene so horrific. So we are not going to show you most of the nearly 200 photos. What you're seeing in these on your screen now are Xana's room.
That's crazy.
That
And
doesn't look how tiny that space is.
I mean, if they're going to start releasing the crime scene photos, I'm curious. I don't know. It's just weird. Everything's weird about it, and it's. I'm not even saying that it's fake right now. I'm saying that it's so strategically cherry picked as to what they show is what's making it weird. And it's been that way this entirety of the case. And that's what's so bothersome and mind-blowing and frustrating about how they're like, stop looking into it. You guys need to let it go and blah, 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 blah. And I'm not calling out a specific person. It's all the big media companies saying that. It's like they get to show it. They get to speculate. But then it's like you're cherry picking it and it's making people ask more questions. It's actually doing the opposite.
I don't see any blood in this picture. I know they said that they redacted and blurred some, but if Xana was laying in the middle of her floor, where would she be laying in the middle of this floor? Because originally somebody said she was in the kitchen. They found her in the kitchen. So which one is it?
Well, I never heard the kitchen. I'm trying to figure out too. I thought they were wearing gloves.
And they leave fingerprints.
They said, I'm going to put 2 full ass handprints on the window in the dirtiest spots of the window.
Well, I showed the video today of the August 16th call. They didn't even have a call for the 1122, but yet the screen was on the ground. So everyone was like, they took the screen off. No, the screen was already off months before that.
Oh, like you saying you saw it in previous body cam?
Yeah, in the body cam footage.
So I want to show you guys something here quick.
And they said that those were little hands.
Yeah. Well, all right, Hive. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate everybody's patience as we work through it. That was only like my second time watching that. The first time that I did watch the new footage, I was trying to really download it the whole time, so I didn't get to like watch it through and through. So thank you all for tuning in. I go live every weeknight at 7 p.m. Central. Please subscribe if you are not to get updates. Please join our Discord as well. That link is in the YouTube bio. And then I also have a Substack, just put out a new article today about the new American religion, which is trust the story. That's the gospel.
I'll tell you, this Hive chat is amazing. Look at all those stickers and amazing. Good live.
Yep. So I hope everybody has a great night. I will be back on tomorrow at 7 Central. Cheers, everybody. Thanks, Phoenix.
Take care.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.